Morning, Brick World. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Let me get a little more caffeine in me. Man, that stuff is so good. So good. It should be shameful. Oh, man. Sometimes I feel like I should do like an afternoon show instead of a morning show. So, anyways, good morning to all of you. I hope you're doing well. Let me check this message real quick. Okay. So good morning. See, all bricks count is here. How you doing, Rick? Gary, good morning to you. Tron Bricks, Will, what's up? What's up? What's up? Gotta talk to Team up. Oh, yeah. Season 15. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Tron Bricks, is there a way I can join your live streams? In time. It usually just takes a while. You know, I got to see you out there long enough for me to get really, familiar with you. Or if you have somebody that can vouch for you. But yeah, in time, if I get to know you well enough, and like I said, you still want to come on, then yeah, definitely. Let's see here. I stayed late, so tired. Well, don't kill yourself, man. Don't kill yourself. Just stay away for the live stream. It's all good. I appreciate it. Oh, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. That's nice rest. Yeah, sleep is I used to never get a lot of sleep, and we're getting a little bit more of it as we getting a little older. I guess that's just aging. Our guest, let's see what's on here. J.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, and I'm the resident Ninjago expert.
Yeah, I mean, you're my immediate go-to guy. I mean, there's definitely other ones.
Yeah, there are.
But as far as like who I probably talk to the most, yeah, you would definitely be in that category. Journal Wisconsin. Good morning to you. This is Rick. I'll switch tonight. Hi, you're fading in and out. Okay.
Yeah, your audio is acting up.
All right, I got my other camera, so let me see if I can hook that up. Give me a minute, and then we'll see. Rick, when he says like the shirt, thanks, man. PB&J. Oh, we have another guest.
Look, I'm half transforming. Ah!
All right, let me work on my mic for a second. Hold on. All right, let's see here.
Oh, that was painful.
Hey, does that sound better? Does that sound better?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna work on that, and then you let me know if it goes in and out again.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Lumberjack Josh. Good morning to you.
Oh, I need coffee. I'll be back.
Okay. Mrs. Neverland. Good morning to you. Is the audio still sounding okay?
Yeah, it's still sounding all right.
Okay. All right. So currently, in case anybody's wondering, I am still selling raffle tickets for the gift with purchases, ice skating rink, Charles Dickens, and the Amelia Earhart. So those are $3 a ticket, or you can get 5 of them for $10 if anybody's interested. They have been selling pretty good, especially the Charles Dickens one. We are up to 5, 10, 15. 20, about 30. I don't know. I lost count, but like, I don't know, 30 or so. So it's getting up there. Also, I was going to show everybody something I got.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not Lego, but it's still pretty cool. I love it. All right. So I got a new Funko Pop and a t-shirt combo.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it's, IG-11, that scene from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, it was one of my favorite scenes. I was like, that is a great pop and a great shirt. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to build something today. I really want to build one of the other sets over here, like the Sesame Street or the Winnie the Pooh, or, I'm saving the UCS Slave 1 for my 24-hour stream whenever I'm able to have that. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like I should have a bigger table maybe to build on. I don't know. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and build the what is it? The camper van, holiday camper van.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, man, it's the new one that came out, and I gotta tell you, I got a pretty decent collection of like camper van type stuff. All right, let me take myself off this camera. There we go. Journal Scott says, "Amen to brew some coffee." Right. Albrecht Scott's audio is solid now. Nice. Neverland says, "Seems like I have to go make coffee now too." Yeah, I need some coffee in the morning.
Yeah. And, Tron Bricks asked a few minutes ago, "What takes so long for Cartoon Network USA to air the new Ninjago episodes?" Not quite sure. I would guess stupidity, because Cartoon Network's basically been screwing Ninjago over for the past 5 years. In terms of actually airing the episodes at a decent time. It's one of the few things I actually get mad about when it comes to Ninjago.
Yeah, I was getting into a little debate with the guy at GameStop yesterday when I went and got that. Because he was talking about the Lego Star Wars game.
Mm-hmm.
And they had it on a piece of paper, and I misread it because I was just kind of reading a little too fast. And I thought they were going to have actual Lego sets, right? And I was asking about it. He's like, no. He's like, oh, no, that's for the game. And I reread it. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And he was like, yeah, it got delayed. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I said, I'm a Lego collector. And I was like, I'm not really a gamer anymore. But yeah, I was like, it's been delayed like a bunch of times. And he's like, yeah, and he started making excuses for it. Like, I'm glad it's delayed, man, it'll be better and blah, blah, blah. I'd rather it be good. And I was like, yeah, I would too, man. I was like, but you think that they would realize, hey, let's not say we're going to put it out at this time if it's not going to be ready.
I mean, eventually it's just going to be forgotten.
Well, then he was like, well, COVID. And I was like, yeah, I know COVID. I know what's going on. I was like, but again, they should really be foreseeing a lot of this stuff,
What if they got stuck in the canal? They shut down, Panama Canal got shut down because that boat broke down and blocked the entire traffic for 6 months or some dang thing.
But I told him, I was like, look, I said, man, I can see one time, like they might have to push it back a little bit, but I was like, it's been a bunch of times, man. I was like, and I tell you, I said, I'm a Lego collector. I was like, I'll hold them to a higher standard. He didn't get it, but it doesn't matter, right? Doc, what's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm surviving. I'm recovering from that. Well, I should say Khan is recovering from that noodle challenge, but my God, talk about and the gas. Oh my God, it was deadly. I'll just say that.
Dude, I was really Dude, I mean, that was crazy. But I was losing it, man, in the beginning, the close-ups of like his eyes and everything. Just like
It was looking hot. I'm like, does it look hot? It looks hot. Let's go up to the eyes because I'm looking hot. Oh my god.
because I was gonna.
But I have your address, Hive. So be prepared for some volcano noodles headed your way.
If you challenge me,
I'm hoping I want to get like 5 other people, have 6 people, all of us eating the noodles at the same time on the screen. All dying. 6 people dying on screen. It sounds like a great time.
I can't turn down a challenge. You know what I mean?
All right.
I see Bricks Toys is out there. Jazz, what's up, man? Jazz, let me know.
Hey,
brother. And Miss Amby, how are you? Good
Hello, Miss
morning.
hello.
Yes, good morning to all of you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Brick Bunny's TV says that Funko Pop looks hilarious, dude. Oh my gosh, I
Somebody
saw.
call me a Funko Pop.
Oh my god, I love it. It's such a great combo. I got the t-shirt, and Mrs. Hyde was like, "Wait," she's like, "It's only an extra large." She's like, "That's not right."
That's not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit you, chubby. Oh my god, really?
But she's like, "But it'll fit me." I was like, "Oh," but I still get the pop. So, yeah. The only thing that's bad is because when they come in the boxes like this, they don't come in a box. Like the pop doesn't come in a box.
Oh.
But
You can't even see the pop.
I take them all out anyways. Oh, you haven't?
No.
Here, I'll blow it up for you. Let me put it on the Jumbotron.
Because there's like a window you can see inside. And then you got to tell the wife, I'm like, you can't have the tea. If I open the box, it's not mint. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, right. I know, but I always open them anyway.
There's no window. I like it better when they have the window so you can actually see not pictures of the pop. That's,
I know.
That's nice.
I really like the top. He's got his head like that.
His body is very pop-like, but his head is just very whatever. But the shirt is, I'd open it just for the shirt, yeah.
I know,
or
right?
see if they sell the shirt separately. Do they sell the shirt separately?
Does anybody know how to read Star Wars?
Via Google. Yeah, I use my Google camera thing. I take a picture of it. I push the Google camera app thing, and it looks it up for me. That's what I do.
So, man, maybe I will build the Winnie the Pooh tree house.
So is that the interim place?
Huh?
Is that the interim place, or is the Lego room empty?
Oh,
cleared it out.
No, it's the Lego room. I just haven't decorated it yet.
Oh.
So I bought 2 shelves, like one a 3 shelf, and then one a skinnier 5 shelf. And I was gonna put that right here because it looks like this would be pretty much how I stream and stuff or whatever while I'm in this apartment. But we're not hanging anything on the walls or nothing like that because, again, we might be here just a couple months. We might be here a year. We're not really sure. It depends on how long it takes for us to find a house. And then because we want, she really wants something where we buy like a lot of land and then we get a house built on it.
Oh, so that'll take a while for it to be built then too.
Yeah.
Well, not too long because they build them pretty freaking fast nowadays.
Yeah, I think the COVID obviously I think is affecting it a little bit, but I think things are getting a little better now. So, because I see stuff being built everywhere.
Oh yeah, I've seen houses go up in 3 months. Boom, done on the market. Yeah. There it is.
Honestly, that's if we had everything lock, stock, barrel, it'd probably just be like a solid 3 to 4 months before the house is built. So, because you're right, Doctor, they move pretty quick.
Yeah, they're like prefab. A lot of it's just prefab. They're just like bam, 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 walls done, up. It's just like ta-da, finished. Just give us the design and we've got it prefabbed. The walls, everything. It's just like, wow. Get crazy details added and everything. They're like crazy modern houses going up all around me. It's just like...
Hey, did you see what Neverland said about your hot noodles?
What did you say?
She said, send some to me. I'll make it for Ninja, and I won't tell him what it is. Neverland, you are cold-blooded.
You could smell the heat. You're like, what's that? That's heat. You can smell the heat. Just like as I was talking and breathing, the more you breathe, the hotter it seemed to get, and it seemed to like send the heat down your throat. It's just like, oh my god, I'm like coughing. I'm like, oh my god, I can't talk and eat at the same time. It was too much. Or I should say, Con. Yeah, Con was gone.
I'm sure though, just like the rest of us, we felt that just by watching. It was.
You could see the heat.
You could see the heat. You could see the heat, man. Dude Jude, good morning to you. Crow of Judgment, good morning to you. No judgment. Daily Brick, what's up, Lex? How you doing? I just can't do it right now, but I'll be chatting. What's up? Hey, man, it's all good, man. I just want you to know, I know I don't send you links out as much, but I haven't forgotten about you, brother. I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
Well, then we got to get Ninja on the stream for the challenge, the Noodle Challenge stream. What about TJ? TJ, you interested in the Noodle Challenge?
I don't know.
He's like, well...
I just can't turn down a challenge, man.
I would say it was
a bad idea.
It was like 4 out of 5 stars hot. Because have you ever had 5-star hot? Jay, have you ever?
I can't handle hot food. I'll be quite honest.
Because 5-star hot, as soon as it touches your tongue, a tear runs down your face. Unbidden. It just happens. You're just like, oh shit. And it just like, it's just downhill from there. But of course, after like 5 bites, you can't taste anything. Your mouth is just an open sore. You're just kind of like chewing and swallowing. You're like, okay, 5 stars. Oh my god, why?
I'll be honest. I probably would have done that one sandwich that happened the other year, but not hot food.
Oh, the peanut butter jelly and mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah,
you can't even taste the mayonnaise. That was the disappointing part. That's why Sans kept piling crap on, because he was just like, this is no challenge.
Well, it seems like a challenge, I'm telling you.
All right, but I'll send it on its way, Neverland. I still gotta... I'm doing a drawing. I'm doing a drawing of Neverland old. That's right, and it'll be based upon her icon portrait, which is Picasso-ish. So look out. Well, she drew me as an old man, so I'm just like, all right, I'll draw you a picture. All right,
there you go. Show what's up.
And then I gotta try and draw a picture of Matt that's decent, because he's an artist and all that. I'm like, all right. And so, what magazine do you think I should send him? People, Sports Illustrated. Oh, how about Guns and Ammo? I wonder if they get that. Something very American. We like. Let's see.
Bazookas. Guns and Ammo, or what was the motorcycle one? Oh my God, there was a motorcycle one that was.
Well, there used to be one just called BMX, but
no, Easy Rider. Wasn't it called
Easy Rider?
Was that what it was on?
I don't know. I feel like it's got to have guns. It's got to be something about guns. Because it's American.
I mean, there's. I remember my stepdad used to get Hunting magazine. Like that's what it was called, Hunting. It seemed like there was always a freaking deer or a duck on that thing.
Yeah, my dad used to get something called Something in Rifles. Like everybody was. It was the hunting magazine.
But either those two. I see also Lex said Sports Illustrated, but you can't also go wrong with Playboy. Playboy is pretty all American. Either that, or maybe some. If you wanted to go more towards the feminine, you can go with Red Book.
Red Book.
What's that one?
I feel like it's got to have guns and boobs. You know what I mean? It's got to be like bikinis and rifles. Something.
Or if you really want to go towards the edge, really give it to him and show him something. Go ahead and send him the guns and ammo, and then send him a penthouse.
Well, we don't want to get, this is Matt's family channel.
Oh,
so
wait, we're on
guns, guns and bikinis in America is family friendly. Once we take off the bikini, it's no longer family friendly. But, in a bikini, holding a rifle, that's very PG, that's very G rated in America. So,
Yeah.
And Lego.
Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Easy Rider. So it was Easy Rider. Okay. Why did
That
Lego
was a
stop
movie.
appearing in the Toy Story movies? Probably because Lego wanted a big, huge chunk of money for it, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Hey, look, man, we don't mind giving you some money, but damn, dude, like, oh, they're like, oh, you think that you're too good for us? Okay, my bad. Never mind."
Right. Especially since it's only like a background plot. You know, I'd be like, whatever. Put in Lepin. That's a Lepin set. You're like, sorry, Lego. That's a Lepin. Whatever.
And journalist Scott did ask if they were Korean volcano noodles.
I don't know. They were just spicy. All I know is the volcano was spewing out cayenne pepper.
BBTV says we should do a noodle challenge live stream because I would do the challenge in a live stream. Just give me the parameters and the time at least.
Oh no, I would want you on the panel so that we could all boil our noodles at once. Everybody get to your kitchens. We'd be like, all right, here we go.
Yeah,
because the noodles require 3 minutes and 30 seconds precise boiling, and then 30 seconds of the hot sauce before you do whatever. It just seemed very well, it's Korean. I
think that would be good. We should do a noodle live stream.
Make it a lunchtime kind of a thing. Announce it. That's what I'm saying. I'll send the noodles out. We'll announce it in advance.
Try and figure out, because obviously it's not going to be lunch for everybody.
Right.
It might be breakfast for somebody.
Yeah. Right. It'll be well for me. But for me, I'll be doing it like at 9 a.m. or whatever, and it'll be noontime for you guys. That'll be fine for me because that's technically for me evening time. So it wouldn't be like noodles for breakfast. It'd be like, all right, let's have this late afternoon snack. All right, go ahead. Here we go.
All right. Well, first we'll let Doc decide who you're going out to, and then we'll regroup about it. We'll give it a couple weeks, and we'll talk about it again. Yeah.
So far I've sent noodles to Brian Saviano, but we'll see. He might just eat his on his own because he's a Twitcher. And then of course you Hive. So and then Mrs. Neverland, she wants me to get the ninja in on it.
Or if you want to go out and get your own noodles, but they have to be the exact same thing that Doc has.
Yeah, you can get them in a regular. I got mine at the American grocery store. It was a Kroger store, in fact. So if you've got a Kroger, the family of Kroger stores, this one's called, Quality Food Centers, just like Fred Meyer's is a Kroger store, and so is Safeway is associated. So it's all like in the family.
All right. Okay.
So your grocery store might be called something different, but check out the Asian section.
We have the H Mart here.
Oh God, yeah, they'll have it there.
So
H Mart is Korean, and these noodles are Korean. So
I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of a lot. I'm trying to emphasize that a lot of Asian stores and restaurants in our general area around here.
All right.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. Just you're seeing so many.
Try that Korean barbecue. Oh my God.
Oh, that sounds good.
Especially if you like hot and spicy.
I love hot and spicy.
Yeah, oh my God, you need some Korean barbecue. Go to the H Mart. They have some of the wings in the pre-prepared food section. Avoid all of the squid and all that other nonsense, but they'll have chicken wings that are all oh. It's my go-to when I go to H Mart. No matter what else I'm getting, I'm like, I got to get me some of these.
No, that definitely sounds good. I'll break down what's the noodle challenge. Doc's talking about these. Go to his channel and watch his video where Khan eats these hot noodles.
Volcano noodles.
Volcano noodles. But it's a really great video. It's funny. And it's the great thing about Khan and Doc as well. They make just good different videos. It's nice.
I'm a variety channel. I try to if I could only do Lego, I would just die. I would die. So I got to do other stuff.
Doc is really the epitome of an entertainer. Entertaining. But yes, watch that, and that's going to be the noodle challenge. Open build repeat. Love me the 2 times hot noodles. I guess I'm about to as well. Numberjack says, how many again, Hive? How many what? I'm sorry. I forgot already. Snap. What's up, Snap? Snap the Bricks.
Morning.
Good morning to you. Neverland says, "Is it the one with the chicken on it?" Oh yeah, you already answered you on that. As soon as I get back from the old man doctor, I'll check out Doc's vid. Rock on. Doc makes some funny stuff, man. I can't.
Yeah.
You know, there are certain videos, not even just channels really, but certain videos on channels that I always like really look forward to watching. Like I look forward to it. Like for Ryan, it's usually his Ask Him in Our you know, videos that he does, because you know a lot of people ask some really interesting questions. Some are funny, but Ryan answers them very well. So I always look forward to Tuesdays to watch that. And
Ask Him in Our.
Yeah, and with Doc, like one of Doc's things that I always look forward to is the virtual dude.
Here are the noodles.
There's the noodles. Look at the chicken's crying, dude.
It's so hot.
It's so hot. The chicken is crying. It says that's crazy hot.
Yep. And it is. It is.
You even got the volcano in the background.
Like I told you, it was spewing out. It was spewing out cayenne peppers, not lava. My God, it was
But yeah, so like I was saying though, Doc's Virtual News is one of those videos also that I always look forward to watching.
Oh yeah, I have. You know, the last video, the thing that cracked me up. You know, the last video I just dropped it because for me, the video was about the LAN. It wasn't about what BFAB said. I was just, you know, let's just throw what BFAB says, because BFAB says those kind of things, all right? I went to bed. I posted the video, I went to bed. I wake up the next day, my inbox is filled with BFAB. Apparently, BFAB was under constant attack since the video was released or whatever, and I was like, what is he talking about? So I go to the YouTube studio and everything, and I like click on it, and I'm like, well, it hasn't had that many views. What the hell could he be talking about? Go on the Instagram, and apparently Tricky Briggs has it on blast, like, oh my God, BFAB hates on the trans people, and, you know, Eosta is just a little demon, you know, and I'm just like, oh my God. So, of course, BFAB is all like, Doc, I'll pay you cash if you take the video down, and I'm like, BFAB, you're my bud, I'll just take the video down, okay? There, it's gone. It's on private, there, okay? I hope you're okay. But, you know, BFAB was just being BFAB, okay? He wasn't really trying to attack anybody, but I get, you know, because Tricky Bricks was all like, you know, it's like you're creating an atmosphere where somebody else will step over the line and think it's okay because you pushed him. Because you pushed him to the line.
That goes back to the argument of responsibility of your own.
Right, what you say. Well, that was just like, Eosta got all mad at me, and he's just like, I'm a kid, and I'm just like, well, when you're a kid and you're on an adult stream where it's clearly adult content, and you misbehave, I'm not going to give you a pass. I'm going to treat you like everybody else that's on the stream. So It's just like, you know, quit saying that slur if you don't want your friends attacking you. Okay?
For instance, I can't remember off the top of my head because it's still early for me right now. But I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But somebody was upset because on one of the high streams the other night, the R word was said.
Right.
And not by me. I didn't even say it. Even though I've said before, I'm trying to take that word back.
Right.
Because that word has an actual definition. Just I can't help it that other people have taken it and like turned it into a slur. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the swastika. The original swastika was a symbol of peace and
in
prosperity
India
and love in India and you know in Asia culture, and also I think in Asian culture, whatever it is,
that general southeastern. Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but the point is the Nazis perverted that, man. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing with the I'm trying not to say anything like you're wording Brick Roll, but it's the same thing with that word. Like on my gauges for Freon, like when I hook my gauges up to like an AC and like I have to see how much pounds of Freon and stuff are in there, that word is on my gauges because of the actual definition of it. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to take that word back. You know what I mean? But the point is, this person, I don't know if they misunderstood, assumed something, but they not only unsubscribed, but then they were on. I saw them on. Oh, it was your chat. It was on your live stream. I remember now. Yeah, they were saying like that. I said that people that had autism was that word, and I was like, no, man, no. I never. That was never even said. But going back to what I was really going to say is in that live stream, I remember him saying something, and I was telling him that we make fun of everybody equally across the board. Now, there are certain words we don't say. Some people, some like to say some words, but there's lines that we generally don't cross. But, you know, you got to be equal about everything. I'm a firm believer of equality. I think Mookie is underused and sometimes underappreciated. I like.
Oh yeah, I've got some stuff coming up. It's just like you guys don't. Without a camera person, it's difficult to do a lot of things. There's a lot of things I would love to do, and it's like, well, if I had somebody following me with a damn camera, we would try to infiltrate the mall. I would try to infiltrate Target and whatnot. I'd be like, come on, run, let's run, you know. But if it's just me, it's just too difficult, you know, to get Con. Okay, Con, try to. I only have so many hands. Okay, so you know, it's just like. Oh, what a bummer, what a bummer. And anytime I set anything up, security is on me by the time I'm done setting anything up to even begin filming. It's too late. Whereas if I had somebody that could just be mobile, I mean, there's just, oh my God. The places Doc could go, the things that I could do. But, you know, it is what it is. But I got plans for Mookie. I've always had plans for Mookie, but, you know, we'll see.
I would love to have, like, a camera person, dude.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. That's why I'm just kind of like, let's get the channel to 1,000 subscribers, let's get super chats, and then I can pay somebody to follow me around. Be like, yo, you're my camera guy. Here we go. This is what I want. Let's do this thing. Because I'm sure I could Fiverr somebody for the afternoon. It would be, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Good morning, open build repeat. How are you today? Look, I'm not the biggest fan of Mookie. I know his fans hate him, but I don't hate him.
A lot of people like. The funny part is that noise he makes. It was unscripted, and it's just like I don't know where it came from. It's just a noise he makes, and it's just yeah. So I think that's what Sans hates about him. He just makes that noise.
I think that's kind of annoying, but I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. Like, Doc, you seem more fluid, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Mookie's nice, you know? He's very nice. Like, he's not mean. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. A lot of people don't like the fact that he wears that Star Trek pin, but I'm just like, without it, you wouldn't understand a word he's saying. It's got a universal translator in it if you know anything about Star Trek. Otherwise, he'd just be a Wookiee going, you know, making Wookiee noises the whole damn time. So
and then we're not gonna just. Then we're just gonna be like, what we can't
exactly
what he's saying. That's not gonna work.
So I was like, you know.
Oh, Will says he's gonna move across the country to be your intern.
Oh, all right. Bring your edibles, Will. Bring those edibles. Because, you know, Will's a dealer.
Tron Brex, what are you saying? Will TT Games make another Lego game free for a limited time?
Who?
I don't know.
Possibly. It's hard to say. I mean, like, you mean like on like your phone type thing?
Oh.
Because there's free Lego games you can play on your phone.
Hidden Side.
Well, I mean, fun games.
Oh, video. I mean, there's video. There's video.
If your phone but those are just like apps to play with your.
Well, technically, a game is just an app too. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. I was playing that, and then it stopped.
Oh, what about Lego Towers? Everybody loves the Lego Towers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's supposed to be some, not just a Star Wars Lego game, but there's supposed to be some other Lego game that's supposed to be coming out. I just don't remember what it's called. It's been so long.
The final saga, Ultimate Saga,
I'm not
the
sure.
the Skywalker Saga or something. All I
No,
know is it got delayed because it had spoilers in it for Bad Batch or some dang thing.
Oh, really?
Why I got
Yeah.
delayed?
Hey, is
Well,
anybody getting R2 on?
they said it was because of the art, but please give me a break.
Yeah, anybody getting R2 for
No.
when it comes out?
No.
No, I watched Holly get it and watched Holly build it. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm so glad I didn't watch that. Or yeah, that's. I mean, I know what it looks like, but I don't know. I feel like if I can help it, I'm gonna try not to spoil this.
What, the R2D2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times I'll watch something like that because I know I'm not going to get it. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, go ahead, build it. Build it for me. And then I'll be on the stream going, can I see this? Can I see that? Can I see this? Can I see that? Thank you very much. Okay, I'm good.
I don't know why, man. Well, I do know why, but I don't know. The land thing's kind of bothering me, dude.
Who's in the land now anyway? Because isn't
I
Jang?
don't know.
But I know that, the lizard guy, or centipede guy or whatever. What is he? Grasshopper? No, he's not a... Praying Mantis! The Praying Mantis kid is out. Ryan is out. There was Brick Vault or Brick something. I can't remember. Solid Brick Studios confirmed that some other guy got kicked out of the land because Lego considered them to be a business and not a community partner. So they were kicked out because they don't want to have businesses be a part of the land. You have to be a community person. I mean, that's why Dan got in because, the parts that I cut out of the video, did you guys know that Dan created the largest Facebook community in Australia and New Zealand? That's, and that Dan is a...
Then they shouldn't be
What?
making monetized YouTubers as ambassadors then. Because
Well, that's why a lot of... Right, well, that's why a lot of them aren't, and have left, and that's why I think some of them were leaving because they knew the shit was going to hit the fan.
Yeah,
eventually, it was just going to come down to that.
But is it or isn't it then? Because
it is, and it isn't. It depends because if you're monetized, but you are like part of the community, and you're like a community, it's just all. I almost feel like it's subjective.
Yeah, but Lego can part of the community, man.
Right, but Lego can be all like, yeah, but you push your whatever too much. Just like, somebody was, I'm not going to say who, but somebody was saying, even if you want to be critical of Lego, you can only to a certain percentage. Once you step over that percentage line, they're talking about you in a marketing meeting and you are out of the land. So it's just like, as much as people are like, no, the land gives me freedom to criticize all I want, in reality, you got to criticize politely. You can't be all like, let's make a video and drop the F-bomb and be all like, Lego this, that, curse, kick the Lego set down on the ground or whatever. You have to constructively criticize in a polite manner and they'll let it go. But if you're too busy going, oh my God, this sucks, and too much rage, you're going to leave the land. They're going to be like, thank you for all of your hard work and due diligence, but it's time that we went our separate ways. Thank you very much. You
know what? I'd be like, you know what, Lego, I thought you were better than that. I thought you held yourself to higher standards. What's up, Corey? Brickslaw. Good morning to you.
Who is Corey?
A Hobbies.
Oh, A Hobbies. Okay.
Yeah, that's why there's just no way that they would ever have me in land.
They would be like, oh, wow, okay, huh? That's what they would say.
I've just determined that land's not really worth it for me.
Dude, land is stupid. Land is about Lego getting millions of dollars in free advertising.
Yeah.
That's what
and
land
goodwill.
Is.
And goodwill. Because these people are like goodwill ambassadors for Lego. They're just kind of like, Lego's so nice. I love Lego,
Yeah.
Kind of.
And look, like I said, man, I don't fault anybody. And I don't look down on anybody if they want to be in land. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to be because I want to build it and then give it away because I wouldn't have anything else to do with it. To be like, all right, they gave me something, let's build it. Who wants it?
Because I saw that Emily and Ross was down in the land, and congratulations to them. You know what I mean? I just think I have my very sharp opinions about land and all that stuff.
I feel like we should have some sort of a late night land stream. You know, get Ryan, you and Ryan, and get that what's his name, Bug Guy, just too good. You know,
I mean, it's not
get
just
him in
land.
there.
It's not just land. Look,
Get
I
that
don't know.
Timmy guy. You know, go crazy.
I've lost subscribers, and I know I've made people mad because I have ripped on big YouTubers, whether it was Solid Brick Studio or Brixie or Holly. I've gotten peed off.
Oh yeah,
there too, man.
people still think I called Brixar a Nazi or whatever. I was like, good God, watch the goddamn video.
Right.
But whatever.
But that's because they put out clickbait crap, man.
I know people are like, oh my God, this is what? No, that's not what happened in the video at all. But whatever.
And I'm just like, dude, you know, Brickatech does it too, man. Like,
hell yeah.
and people get mad because I say that kind of stuff. It's fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because, dude, I try and be as nice as I can, you know, to people and do the right thing by people and stuff like that. But I just get mad, man, when I see people do stuff that I don't think is right. That's all. And it doesn't mean I hate them. Like, I'm still like sub to them. You know what I mean? I don't really watch some of the bigger guys, you know, and all that. I still watch like a lot of Holly's video. I think she's a nice person. You know what I mean? And I think she puts out good videos. That's why like that's why I understand like when you put out like a clickbait title. Like,
yeah, did you see her latest video? She sold a kidney for a Lego set. All right, that's an exaggeration, but damn.
And I know Sans told me that, and I don't even know if he was joking around or being serious or half serious or whatever, but I remember he was telling me about like that one thumbnail I had of the ghost in the shell picture, the
oh yeah,
you know, the cyborg with all the wires coming out of her and everything.
Oh yeah, and that's your most hated video because the clickbaitiness of that title.
people thought I was gonna have a naked cyborg chick or something. Yep. But here's the thing: is like, look, I just make a lot of random thumbnails of just stuff I think is cool, man. I didn't say like anything that would have like made anybody inclined to think that I would have shown anything of that nature. Just like I've shown pictures of the Lion King. One of my favorite thumbnails is when they're holding up my Brick Hive logo, like with Simba. You know what I mean? But I didn't show the Lion King.
Well, next time you should use it again, and then use the cyber girl as the background. That way we can be like, there she is. She's on the background. Okay, there she is. Leave us alone.
It's like my dog was in this last thumbnail.
I like that. I was like, oh yeah, look at that puppy. But, very nice.
But no. Anyways.
Oh, how does the puppies like the move? How do the puppies like the move?
Well, yeah, so Zoe, she's like 14. She's an old dog.
I know. Like, old dogs and new tricks.
And she's a pure lab. So, like, she's really old for her breed. So it's rough on her. But she likes the apartment better than the house because there's no stairs and it's mostly carpet. And, you know what I mean?
So she's like, I can flop down anywhere and no stairs. Yeah. Win-win.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. I see a couple new people in here also. Brick Studio, what's happening?
Hey, Brick Studio.
And T-Fall Girl, what's going on? Hey, how are you doing? Good morning.
Hello, T-Fall Girl.
Hey.
Brick Sloth says, I kind of doubt Sloth City is land material and I don't do anything else. Sloth City's awesome though, Brick Sloth.
It is the most diverse place in the world.
And not only that, but I mean, your city has like grown like a
constantly.
Lot. Yeah, like I've been very impressed with how much your city has grown. Very, very impressed. And you always have like a really cool story going on with your, you know, all your sig figs and stuff.
Everybody has a name. It was just like, good God, they remember every name of every person. I was like, oh, that's right, that is their name.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I wish there was more time. Like I wish, because you know, it's hard to see everything by everybody all the time. You know. So yeah, but yeah, you know, I wanted to also go back real quick and just say like about what you were saying about BFAB and yeah, BFAB. Even if he says something, because yeah, granted, I wouldn't have probably put it exactly the way he did.
Right, is that's what I told him when I texted him. I'm like,
but BFAB, he's got a good heart. He just sometimes doesn't put things across the best
Right,
way.
he doesn't think. Sometimes he doesn't think before he speaks. I think a lot of times if BFAB just spent 5 seconds, which like just take 5 seconds and think about this, he would rephrase what he was saying and he would come across a lot better than what he does. Because he has a point he's trying to make. That's just like that point that, you know, everybody got mad at, and that point that he made, it was just like, what's the difference between a Tyler Life Bricks and a Ryan M&R Productions? And I, you know, it's like, and I didn't want to go into it a lot in that one video, so now I'm making a huge documentary on the subject. But it's like, if you boil it down, nothing other than Tyler's face and personality and Ryan's face and personality. Because like, if I take the top 5, or just pick 5 random white guy, excuse me for saying that, YouTubers that are trying to be, you know, topical or whatever you want to call it, they all kind of do the same kind of videos, and it's basically me in my Lego collection. My Lego collection is around me, and I'm standing in front of a table talking about a set that's on the table, and basically they all do the exact same thing. So it's just like BFAB said, what's the difference? What makes one more popular than the other? And it's like he was saying, the better looking you are. And as I'm looking at, you know, these videos and whatever, and people's subscriber count, it is like, yeah, part of it is the better looking you are, the more subscribers you have, and the whatever you do. But at the same
talking about, Doc.
But at the same time, if you have really good production values, you can catch up to the guy that is good looking. So it's like, yeah, that's true. You might get the initial, you know, boost just because people's eyeballs are looking at whatever, but eventually, if you put out good content and good quality content of that level, you will reach that other guy, and you more likely will pass the other guy because the other guy's relying on his looks, whereas you're relying on your skill. So, you know.
And Ryan had a very good comeback to BFAB that night during all that. I mean, there was other things Ryan said, but one of the things that stuck out was Ryan said, "I do it better," and that's one of the things I was going to say that just hijacks what you said, because, for instance...
Well, I'd have to disagree on that, because that's like the editing level that Ryan does. I'm like, I've seen better edited videos by people who have way less subscribers, you know, and then just like comparing it to, I don't see his editing level being any higher than Life Brick Studios.
Well,
none. Or a Solid Brick Studios or a Jang Bricks. I don't see it being any higher. It's Ryan's personality is the only thing that's better.
Because I was gonna say also, like, let's take
the way he looks at things, you know what I mean?
Right, of course.
All part of his personality.
Let's take London Bridge Bricks. All right, let's take Greg.
Yes.
Greg does extremely good production value for his channel. Like, he's really good. Like unnaturally good for someone that probably didn't go to school to do that stuff. You know what I mean? But Greg puts a lot of effort and hard work into his channel. There's no doubt about that. Now, if Greg is a good-looking guy, I don't want that to be part of this, you know what I mean? But what I mean is the amount of level of work and value he puts into his channel, it wouldn't matter what he looks like. You know what I mean? Because his channel is so good and crisp and clean and everything. And I'm not saying it's perfect. Everybody can always improve here and there. But that is already something that makes his channel good. Fantastic. His personality and, you know, his charm and his looks. Greg's a good looking guy too. That just adds to it.
Oh God, he was made for TV. You know what I mean?
Because Greg's a likable guy. Like, I can come off sometimes as brash or maybe like, just whatever, ranty. I don't know.
Love the high rants. That's all I gotta say. Love them. Keep them coming.
People do.
Keep them coming.
And look, I am so grateful you guys do, because I have to vent. Like, I have to get it out, man. You know what I mean? I feel like I'll explode if I don't. So I'm so glad that there are people that they'll listen. But Greg's not like that. I've seen Greg rant some, you know what I mean? But that's not what Greg's known for. Greg's known for just being a good production channel and a good person. And again, he's a very likable guy.
He rants too politely.
And it shows. and it shows, man. I mean, you guys, dude, Greg has only been doing it as long as I have. We always share the same anniversary, you know. And he's had these big YouTubers on his channel, man. You know, I mean, that's impressive. I mean, I know Ryan comes and hangs out with me, and dude, I love Ryan. He's
exactly.
I mean,
kudos to the Ryan for hanging out with the little guys, because he does.
Right?
I've seen him with I've seen him on even smaller channels than yours, Hive. I'm just like, holy crap, Ryan!
I know. Like on Instagram, like I'll scroll down and I'll see like he'll like something that just some small Instagram person puts on there, and I mean, it's just humbling and appreciative to know that Ryan doesn't let that crap go to his head. You know what I mean? And he hangs out with us, and it shouldn't be anything that should be even said. You know, it should just be nothing extraordinary. You know, Ryan's a regular person like the rest of us, but I don't see a lot of these other dudes. You know, and like even Jang and Just Too Good and all them. Like I know recently they've hung out with some of like Greg and
well, I feel like that's all part of. I think the land is pushing them. The land is like, yo, you want to be community ambassador, get involved in the community. You can't be up on the pillar going, I only answer to super chats. You actually have to get out there and be like, hi, I'm part of the Lego exactly, I'm with the other Lego communities. So, Jang Bricks is all of a sudden, hi, Beyond the Bricks, it's me, Jang. Hi, Cy O'Connor, it's me, Jang Bricks. Hey, London Bridge Bricks, it's me, Jang. I'm part of the community. Hey, everybody. So, yeah, I love it. Jang is getting out there. And the fact that he's, streaming with Cy O'Connor and, Greg, is just like, hee-hee, I know those guys. Hee-hee. I feel like, 6 stages of Jang. I'm that close, I'm that close to Jang. It's fantastic.
I mean, and, because I just, like, look.
We should invite him, Hype. We should invite him. I bet you he'd come to Good Morning Brick World if we said we will not do the following things.
Look,
he would come. He would come.
If something happened naturally or fluidly, I would be totally for it. But I'm not that type of person, man, to ask Jang like, "Hey, Jang, come on Good Morning Brick World."
All right.
I don't feel like I'm one. Look.
Let's shoot lower then. Solid Brick Studios. Let's get Solid Brick Studios on the show.
He probably wouldn't want to be on that show.
What are we talking about? He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool from what I can see.
I don't.
He's no Brixie.
A few of those guys. Look, I don't hate any of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't generally like his demeanor.
Oh, okay. What about the bug guy? Now that he doesn't wear the mask, we could get the bug guy on. He could put a fake name, pretend like he's somebody else, like Ryan used to.
No, I mean Justin seems cool, man. I mean, I would totally be cool if Justin wanted to come on. But again, I can't imagine why you would. You know what I mean? Like,
well, why not? Well, why not? That's my thing.
I mean, if it ever happened, I would be totally cool for it, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, fans. You know. Let's get this working. My people talk to your people and all that nonsense. Yeah. At thebrickhive@gmail.com. Okay.
Space Time, what's up? Thank you for being here. And there's 117. Good morning.
Oh, hey, good morning, 117. And Journal of the Scots. Did we say hi, Journal of the Scots?
I did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, and then Lumberjack Joss, I have to say, you have a face for the WWE. The first time I saw you, I was just like, hasn't he been on the WWE? Haven't I seen this guy on the wrestling show? But apparently not. But he's a wrestler. I should interview him. I should. Oh my God! I got so many things piled up. Oh my God! I don't want to pile you up on the pile, Josh. I don't want to put you on the pile and then forget about you, Josh. Okay, so that's why no collab yet. Notice how I say yet. Okay.
We'll get there. I had an idea for 3 different things.
Okay.
Two different video types. Or video themes, and then one I was thinking about making another channel.
For what? Oh, for Pops? A channel for Pops?
Yeah, mainly
Because you are pop crazy.
Yeah, mainly for pops. I mean, obviously, it'd be a very part-time kind of channel. But I don't know. I feel like I'm, because before, I'm not that deep into them, so it wasn't a big deal. But I feel like I'm just past the threshold where I've got enough to where it could be a light channel.
A light channel. Once a month, I come on and talk pops.
So as for the two video themes, one was, and I've had this idea for a long time, but just having like a where I just talk about something for a little while or rant about something maybe. I don't know, just picking a different theme every week or every 2 weeks or something like that. And the other thing I was thinking about doing was an interview type, theme video. I don't know. I didn't know if I should revolve it around a subject maybe that I'm talking about, or just random, like, hey, I want to interview this person.
You could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to email some people and see if they'll let me interview them, because there's this video. I want to talk about it with creators, but I don't want to talk about it live and it get out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
it wouldn't be live. No, the interview one wouldn't be live. The talking one, I was thinking maybe making that live, just because it could just be off the cuff.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if anybody ignites a spark in me, I won't shut up about something. You know what I mean? So, like, if I can find that spark to ignite on every one of those shows, you know what I mean, it would be really good, because I just keep going and not stop. But I gotta be passionate about it, I guess.
All right, let me see if I can find this.
I respects people social enough to stream a lot. Oh, respects to people enough social enough to stream a lot. Yeah, and that's a weird thing. Because I really didn't know if I would be able to. I've never been non-sociable, but I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert. So I didn't know how that would work. And I think that when I first started the channel, I was extremely nervous in front of the camera. What were you gonna say, Jay?
No, I'm a bit of an introvert too. I join streams a lot, but you might have noticed I'm an introvert by the fact that I haven't talked for the past half hour. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing occasional streams when I get back home.
Yeah, well, you're not. I mean, as far as I've known, Jay, you're not generally a person that would just like rant. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you generally,
it takes a lot to make me rant.
Right, but when you talk, you talk. Like, when you talk, you have something to say. You know what I mean? It's sort of like BFAB's the opposite. I love BFAB to death, and I don't mean this in an insulting way, because BFAB has the gift of gab.
Oh God, yeah.
And not a lot of people have that. Like, I don't. Like, when I start going a lot, it's because either I'm trying to explain something, I'm passionate about something, or somebody's got me mad and I'm just ranting. You know what I mean? But like, us just sitting around, like, that's why I don't like just hanging around on the phone. Like, if I'm on the phone, like, we need to get to the point, or have a conversation that we're both having fun about, like, if we're just talking about something we both like or whatever. But like, if it's just like silence, no, I gotta go. Click. Like, I can't hang on. I just hang around on the phone.
I'm like that with streams. I just if I need to leave a stream, I'm just like, okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah, that's how I am with the phone generally too. And I guess when I'm in the streams, I cut them usually pretty short compared to some people. But yeah, so BFAB can just talk. Like, even if he doesn't really have anything to say, he can just talk. So like I said, it's kind of the opposite of you, Jay. I mean, you generally just talk when you want to say something. But yeah, I saw somebody wrote something. Somebody said, "Will the show be called What Grinds Hive's Gears?" No, actually, I've always wanted to just call it "I'm Just Talking."
I'm just talking.
Because a lot of people don't like some things I say, and I used to say that all the time. Be like, "I'm just talking."
Calm down. I'm just talking here. This is, I'm not attacking you. Yo, chill.
So yeah, I don't know. That's probably what I would do. And I guess maybe the interview one, maybe I would just be like, I'm just questioning or something. I don't
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Okay.
That's perfect, dude. Actually, you got that first, Doc. So if you want that, you could have that. I'll totally figure something out. Yeah, Gerald Scott says it's fun, Brick Slot. It does take getting used to. It does.
Yeah.
Because the camera, I learned the camera, because the camera is really just an extension to all of you. So it's almost, it's not the same, but in a weird way, it's kind of the same way of being able to talk in front of an audience, like if you were on stage or something like that. But because it's not the same, it feels more like the camera itself is a person, and you got to get used to that person. And once you're comfortable, then you're just like, and then you guys see the crap that comes out of my mouth.
Oh God,
So
I know. I edit most of my crap out. I'm like, no. it's like you're getting too friendly. That ain't your best friend. Shut up. Edit that
out. Andrew Nixon, good morning to you. Says listening while sorting Bricklink orders. Had to get up to get my Lego order that was delivered the satellite. Oh, I'm pretty much agreeing with your thoughts on things. Well, thank you, Andrew, and thank you for being here. And yeah, right on the satellite. You know, and that's something somebody actually did message me the day before yesterday or something like that, and was like, "Yeah, I was surprised to hear you ran about it." And I would have, but I've been so busy with moving and stuff like that. I heard about it, and I was like, typical Lego. You know, I was like, I'm glad I was involved in that, or I probably would have been pissed off.
Yeah, Andrew's the second person I've heard of who's actually gotten that one. The first person was Sarah.
Well, here's the thing. Hi, Nerd Brick. Good morning. Here's the thing. First, it was delayed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first it's delayed, and then the website crashed. That's what happened, right? Like they sold out immediately. I'm assuming, right?
Well, pretty darn quick. They were gone very quick.
That and the website crashed or something under maintenance, something like that.
I'm just like, what? How does this multi-billion-dollar company not have a solid website? Well, dude, they know. How many times do we got to crash their website before they're like...
We were trying to increase our profits by reducing our staff, and this is what happens. It's like, what do you want?
No, you're right. You're right. Look. I don't talk ill will about who I work for, okay? But it's the similar situation, and it's not even who I work for. It's the companies a couple back that sold. But a couple companies back that owned us, not just us, but just kind of across the states. One of the ways they started increasing their quarterly profits was to cut staff. And the way they justified it was, like, let's say you have a maintenance department that has 11 people in it. All right, you got a maintenance supervisor, you got his assistant maintenance supervisor. Let's say you got 3 grounds people and then 5 techs. Okay, so your techs are the ones that are fixing stuff. You know what I mean? Then your grounds people are doing what grounds people do, and then like me or myself and my assistant, you know, we have our own job duties and stuff that we have to do. But what they would do is they would just say, okay, you have 11 or 10 people in maintenance, so you have too many techs, you know. So we're gonna cut one of your staff. And it's like, no, we only have 5 techs, but it's how they word stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, they cut staff, and then they expect you to do twice as much.
Oh yeah, that was like at Microsoft. We would be like, oh, okay, here, quick, change somebody's title and category. There, their job is saved. Because because there was certain names and categories. It's like, I'm sorry, what? And staff is like, huh?
Right, and you can get away with that maybe for a little while. Yeah, you're still not going to get the same amount of production, but after a while, man, after years of that happening, See, for instance, when I started 20 years ago, the general norm was you're supposed to have one maintenance technician per 100 apartments. Okay. So if you have 1,000 apartments, you should have 10 maintenance technicians, not grounds, not your boss, just 10 maintenance technicians to fix stuff for 1,000 apartments.
Yeah, just to maintain things so that they don't break.
Because the thing is like, and especially as years go by, because, you know, like changing a light bulb, that's 10 minutes worth of work. You know what I mean? Like getting your ladder and getting up there and coming back, like that's easy. But when you got to diagnose, you know, an HVAC unit, you know, or we're doing snow removal on top of trying to do tickets. You know what I mean? Or we're trying to do tickets and do turns, like when people move out and we got to turn their apartments around and stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff involved. So when you start cutting people, you can't do everything that you're supposed to do. You know? So yeah, it goes back to what you're just saying about like Lego's website. If they start cutting staff, but they're still really doing good with their profits, and they see like, oh wow, like people are still selling this stuff, they're buying it and it's selling out, and yeah, how are you gonna keep up with your website?
Yeah, you know, I've said it before, but as long as they don't do any of those VIP point promos with Ninjago, I will be fine. If they do, I'm gonna be really, really annoyed.
Because they'll mess it up.
Yeah. I mean, Lego doesn't really do much Ninjago promo in general at this point.
But they sure do good, don't they?
They do good sets, and that's all that I need. That's all that I need them to do. They just do good, regular sets. It's just fine. I don't need... I'd like special promos, but seeing how they treat special promos and the other themes, I don't want them to do special promos.
Yeah, man.
At least not until they change things up.
It's pretty crazy. There's no doubt about that. Eternal Scott says, hi, keep Funko on your main channel. There are a lot of folks that do both. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I didn't know for sure is because I didn't want, like, if I did it too much, I didn't want anybody that, you know, to be like, oh no, I thought this was a Lego channel, and, you know, so I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I don't even know about making another channel anyways. I just don't know yet. It's hard enough trying to focus on this channel with my job and everything. I'm going to be blown away if I ever make enough money off this to where I don't have to work. And I can just keep making awesome stylish and stuff.
I just saw a thing from Lumberjack Josh. This is a few more minutes down in the chat, but he said that's like Walmart having 32 registers with 3 open. I'm processing that. I'm like, why do stores have so many registers if they don't have them all open?
Because at Christmas time, I will utilize all of those registers. During the spring, when I only have 12 employees, I cannot open 32 registers. But at Christmas time, when I have 100 employees on staff because the place is going crazy, yes, I will have all 32 registers open. Okay? Good God!
See, and I got into a crazy argument with somebody about that, man. Because, and good morning to everybody new in here, T-Mog and Jesse.
Morning, everyone.
I hope all y'all are doing well. But yeah, as far as like the Walmart thing. So look, I was telling somebody the other day about self-checkout and how like I was like, yeah, it's a bunch of bull crap because we're doing the job that that they're supposed to be doing, you know what I mean? And the person was like, yeah, you know, I agree, but, you know, it just makes it easier, you know what I mean, and quicker, just do it yourself. And I'm like, yeah, because...
I mean,
there should be a discount. There should be a discount.
No, but because they won't fully stock the registers, because if you had one at every register, the lines would move quick.
Yep.
So it's almost like they're forcing you subconsciously to just want to use the damn self-checkout.
Right. Well, I prefer the self-checkout if I have very few items. If I have 5 or more, I want a human to do it. I'm like, no, you're here to do this for me. That's what you're here for.
If I have like one item, 2 items, it's just like go to self-checkout, scan the item. There's no point in getting in a line.
Yep, but I also feel like because I'm self-checkout, there should be a discount.
That's a good idea.
Your employee isn't running whatever. You're not having to pay any extra over. I am doing the labor, so you should be paying me to go bleep bleep across this thing.
Yeah, lumberjacks.
Okay.
Yeah, but some stores are installing more like U scans. Yeah, and because with any business, man, your biggest cost is your payroll.
Your employees, yeah. Oh god.
Yeah. I mean,
especially like that whole, 32 registers. It's like, how often, if I had all 32 registers open with an employee standing there, would I have an employee just standing there doing nothing? And that's why I don't have 32 registers.
And that's
open.
the biggest, one of the biggest all around long-term issues with the dip that capitalism has gone in our country is because companies and corporations, they keep cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. And, like I said, we were just talking about staff or cost or cutting safety procedures. They're doing so many different things, and wages have pretty much stayed stagnant for decades, man. While CEO profits and company profits and corporation profits have blown 300%, 400%, 500%, man, like through the roof. And because of that, the middle class has shrunk, you know what I mean? And more people have become poor. And it's just, it's not good for our economy, man. It's not like, I'm not even saying it for bold love reasons. Like people, like, I don't want to see people poor. Like that sucks. You know what I mean? No, I don't want to see anybody not eat or have basic things that they should have, or not be able to afford Lego. You know what I mean? But on the more bigger scale, it's just not good for our economy, for money, for only
to be concentrated.
Right, to be concentrated. And these people, like these people that make tons and millions and billions of dollars or hundreds of millions or whatever, like, dude, they put this money into accounts and they just sit there. They don't. Well, they're not like us, where we put it into the economy. Like, we buy stuff, we fuel the economy. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff just sits, and then some of it doesn't even sit in our accounts. It sits in like offshore accounts,
and they're microtransactioning it. That's why it cracks me up. Is just kind of like, if you pay, it's like the pandemic has proved that if you give people free money, they will spend it. So it's just the whole idea of them fighting against a higher minimum wage or anything else. It's just ridiculous. It's like the more money you give to the lower class people, the more they will spend, which in turn makes you more money. So it's just kind of like, it's feeding the whole cycle. So it's like, why would you not feed the cycle more?
Well, and then like the last couple of elections, I've tried to explain people about a lot of the stuff that Bernie Sanders stood for. You know what I mean? And a lot of people really just assume like, oh, like we don't have the money, and like, but we do.
We do. We have more than enough. Oh my God!
Do you know how much money per day we pay in federal taxes? Just out of our paycheck, not like buying a car or buying a candy bar, not even all that stuff, man. Just paycheck, like trillions of dollars, man. That's just us. And then like if Amazon and then Exxon and all them, if they paid the amount of taxes that they're supposed to pay, like, and then if the government allocated our taxes into things that matter to us, not dumb wasteful things, like even if we took down our spending our money expenditure on like military by like 1%, like that in itself is hundreds of billions of dollars.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean,
we'd have all of our roads would be fixed, all of the bridges would be fixed, all the hospitals would be
right. And that's the thing that also Sanders was pushing as well, is putting that money back into like our infrastructure, because when you do that, it's like a threefold. You create jobs, so you're creating new jobs. Then you're also fixing the infrastructure, like you just said, roads, our power grid, like, and all this stuff is on its last leg too. Like, we need this stuff done.
Yeah, and it's like, and that would be perpetual, like business, kind of like the conservation court that they created during World War II, where they gave them all jobs to do that. Right. It's like we should recreate that, because it's what they start in California, they work all the way across the country. Guess what? By the time they reach the East Coast, we're going to need to go back and do maintenance. So then, boom, you send them all the way back. It's perpetual jobs for like decades and generations. Be like, there it is.
Right. And so, and here's the thing. So when you do that, so infrastructure is getting repaired, right? You're creating jobs. And this money that people are making off jobs, okay, one, it gets taxed, So some money does go right back towards the government, you know what I mean, to help recuperate or whatever. But then, yeah, like we were just saying, man, the rest of it goes into the economy. You buy a new TV, you buy more Lego,
Buy a car.
you pay your electric bill, you pay your
Daycare,
mortgage payment.
groceries,
Right,
light
groceries,
bill.
like,
Yeah.
and it just
On and
moves,
on and on and on.
and then it just keeps going. It's a loop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I don't agree with every single thing from every politician. You know what I mean? But the reason again why I was talking about Bernie so much is because look, if people really want change, they'll vote for a change. And I'm telling you, voting for just a regular old Democrat and a regular old Republican is not going to change anything, man. They've been going back and forth for hundreds of years, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I hate about it.
Once in a while, something happens, but for the most part, dude.
Yeah, that's why I wish we had more representational elections, so that way more parties would run and we'd be more proportional. So even if the Democrat guy got the most votes, the Republican guy got this many. So then you divide the number of seats percentage wise. So even if 2% of the vote was for Crazy Party would have one chair at the freaking table, instead of it just being, two choices, winner take all, kind of a deal. Would be like, no, let's proportionately be all like, no, because that is more representational of our population, because we are not all one or the other, and everything is neither, one or, it's just like, we kind of like ideas from both parties, so we should both have both parties be represented at all times. It's just kind of like, we're not all, but it's just dumb when it just flips from one to the other, and then people wonder why we go crazy.
Well, and for me also, like I believe in a firm balance of things. I believe in a firm balance of capitalism and some socialism. You know what I mean? Things we want and things we need. But also, like, for instance, like the stimulus checks and unemployment and all that stuff. Like I don't know how it is in every single state, but we'll just say, like, I remember in Michigan, when you're on unemployment, you have to call a number every week, and you have to tell them, like, yeah, I've been looking for a job and blah, blah, blah. But they don't know. Like, they don't know. So for me, it's a matter of, like, I think more has to be involved in these programs of helping people, not just giving money. Like, okay, I'm going to help you find a trade or a job. Like, I'm going to get you training, or whatever. Like,
yeah.
But you can't just throw the money out, because then people also have no incentive to do things, Even if people really want to do something, some people just need help. They need guidance. You know what I mean?
That's why I almost felt like as soon as you get a Social Security card and you start to work or whatever, you should automatically be part of the unemployment union. It's like everybody that's a worker is part of it. So this way, if your business closes or a type of job ends and they no longer require that kind of a worker, because you're part of this unemployment union, you're getting paid, and we automatically retrain you and find another job. And this way, anybody that's part of this, it doesn't matter if you get a job somewhere, they don't like you, they get rid of you because you're part of this whatever, we immediately have another position for you somewhere else, or we can retrain you. And it should be part of it. Because like in Washington, if I don't want to look for a job but I want to get unemployment, there are programs that are retraining programs that I can take that the state will pay for me and pay me unemployment at the same time.
Right.
So this way I don't have to go look for a job actively. I can be active in retraining and be getting paid for whatever. Just like if you go to certain schooling or whatever, they will pay unemployment to you while you get, the certification or the whatever. It could go longer than what your unemployment would normally be. Because if you're going to like college to get a 2-year degree and it meets the criteria, they'll pay unemployment for 2 years.
Right. And like, see, I'm a good example. Like, I didn't go to college, I didn't know what I was doing, what I wanted to do, you know what I mean, when I was in school. And I just kind of slacked off, you know what I mean? And it wasn't until I was a little older when I was like, man, I really wish I would have done that, but like, I want to do something better, but I was already kind of stuck in a loop where I was just like, I had a job, like not a good job, but I just had a job and I had to keep working because I had bills. So luckily for me, I just worked my butt off for a long time and excelled what I was doing. And then I made it to better and better jobs, better and better like positions. But a lot of people don't have that opportunity. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's just people needing the right direction.
I wanted to note earlier that Lumberjack Josh asked me about 10 minutes ago if I had the Lloyd bike quad polybag thing or whatever. I don't, because Lego released that at a really dumb time as a promo. I haven't found it. Oh, you found it? Hive? Where'd you find that?
You need one, Jay?
Are they in the regular store? I thought those was in the store.
I got it at Walmart.
I'm gonna say I feel like I have that.
To look. I looked.
I'm like,
I looked a couple of weeks ago and they didn't have it. I'll have to look again.
Let me know, Jay, if you can't find it. I'll send you one because I gotta send you that CMF big anyway. So
yeah. Also, Hive. I wanted to ask you. I know you were interested in the Jabba's Palace that I have, and I'm gonna rebuild that and send it your way, and we'll work out a deal. But I had a question about another set that I have that's kind of along that theme. So I'm gonna share my screen here.
All right. I'm kicking myself because Kevin Hinkle offered me Jabba's Palace and the Rank Repeat at a discount, and I said no. And I'm like,
gift.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were interested in this as well.
I should shoot myself.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in it because once we get the new house and I have the basement, my desert is going to be bigger. You know where the cantina is. So obviously,
what year is that set from?
This is from
not too long ago.
And I have to wonder why does Luke Skywalker not have one black glove?
Because at that part in Return of the Jedi, he was wearing he had kind of like a flesh thing that went over his cybernetic hand at the time, and it was actually during this battle that his hand was shot by a blaster, and then he put on the black glove after that.
Interesting, but yes, I am very interested, Jay.
Okay, I'll make a note
putting
of
the
that.
black glove on. I thought he already had the black glove on.
I think he put it on,
and he just pulled it to cover his hand because it was already on. Because he didn't think he stopped in the middle of it. Then he put some gloves on in the middle of the
No, I think he put the glove on Dagobah, but he didn't have it on when he was on.
I can't remember, honestly, off the top of my head. Tron Bricks. Not only would I buy it, there's a good chance I'd buy two. And that's that really pulls.
I mean,
my
I honestly might even buy it.
Right, and then what is the explanation that they've given for that?
It doesn't agree with their core values, but
which
they don't make that clear what their core
I would
values
have bought
are.
it.
Right, they didn't say what value it broke. Was it just because it was a criminal hideout?
Here's the.
I mean,
weird thing is, Ninjago's been having a bunch of like third-rate criminals running around, just random criminals from area prison or whatever, or the city prison.
And that's not good, man.
So
you gotta have some good criminals, dude.
It's just goons for the ninja to beat up and to encounter in between actual big threats. But I'd love to get some of those city sets for a few Ninjago goons. But I can't when they're not making them.
Yeah, because they're pretty much naming everybody now in city.
How the mechanic, who's one of the Ninjago Gardens figures, he's been in a show for like 5 years and he finally appeared in minifig form.
I believe so.
Well, now we've got another person just like him who's probably not going to appear for another 5 years. Her name is Misdemeanor. Which is a
nice,
clever play on words.
Yes,
and sometimes that works, but sometimes they need to chill.
It doesn't work in other languages because I watched that episode in French first, and it was like it's not Madame Demeanor, it's Misdemeanor. I'm like, that doesn't work in French. That joke doesn't work.
That was kind of like I when I was young, I never put two and two together, but like in He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Evelyn, they made it Evil Lyn.
It's clever. Yeah. But yeah, now we've just got another Ninjago criminal. They're not going to make him Lego form either for 5 years or ever. Because Lego just... That's like this is turning into a Ninjago rant for me. Just on the lack of actual characters they produce that aren't the ninja or the bad guys.
What do you think's going on with that?
It's just annoying because like Ninjago season 13 had those 3 adventures, the Upley, and they didn't appear in minifig form, and we're all bothered by that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it was all just like 3 separate villain factions, 2 of which didn't even turn out to be villain factions, and they couldn't give us the Upley. You can't see the look of frustration on my face, but it is there. And Brick Bunny's misdemeanor does not come in the set. Not yet. Probably
yet.
not ever, or not for another 5 years. The mechanic, who's kind of the first villain who kind of showed up, but then didn't appear in a set for a long time, finally got made this year in Ninjago Gardens. Yeah.
So I think, like I said, see, here's my problem, man. I want to build some other stuff, but I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
Yeah, I remember moving, but I didn't have a lot of Lego back then, so I just bought 2 large plastic bins and threw most of it in those bins when I moved.
Yeah, I bought several big bins, also huge boxes as well.
You got to put something at least on the walls because you're just in a giant white space.
Oh, that's where I'm gonna have the bookshelves, but I don't want to. I'm not even gonna hang anything because the less damage I do to the apartment, the better. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of bookshelves.
Yeah, even for me when I was moving, I knew when I was moving. It was like at the end of June in 2014, and yeah, I knew that already. So like, even though I'd bought the Ninjago Mech Dragon, Android Mech Dragon, I knew when I'd be able to build that. But moving Lego is not the easiest task.
Oh yeah, right on, Bricksloth. Even the aliens are flocking to Bricksloth's free and equal society. I mean, it's a good feeling.
Okay, so I looked it up, but apparently there's no real explanation other than it doesn't meet our values or whatever. But it's like you guys made the Crooks hideout and you made Crooks Island, but now you can't have Crooks Factory.
It's like how the Ulysses space probe was delayed. It was just unforeseen circumstances. They didn't elaborate at all.
Just like
well, that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
like could they have retooled it so like they were making ice cream or something instead?
But again, it doesn't make any sense.
Because they had 2 other previous things that were Crook bases, and they were even called Crook whatever. So it's just like, what values? What are you talking about? I guess they were like from a year before, 2 years before, or whatever.
Well, I guess like culture in general has changed.
But I'm like, I don't remember any horrible.
But here's the thing too.
It's also Lego City. It's also Lego City. We know this isn't real life, and it's a dynamite factory. Lego's never been shy about putting dynamites in. I have a dynamite section in my Ninjago weapon sorting.
But they don't. But here's the thing, man. It's like, communicate with us.
Yeah.
Like, don't give us some half-ass generic answer, because that still doesn't explain anything. What part of the set doesn't line up with your core values?
Exactly.
Is it the dynamite? I mean,
the Crook hideout.
It can't be. Yeah, I think the Crooks have a base. The criminals are not allowed to have a base, because you're not going to stop producing criminals, because that would mean the police are going to stand around doing nothing. So every police set has a bad guy in it. A criminal. So it's just like what?
Because Lego, you realize if you remove the crooks or whatever, then you got to remove the cops, because then we're just wasting our taxpayers' money.
Exactly.
Because why do we want cops if there's no bad guys?
How about this, Lego? You give us city stuff that we actually want, like buildings and farm and I don't know, whatever else we want.
Exactly.
It's weird, because why would a farm set be in the city line?
It's close enough to the city.
I almost feel like
on the outskirts.
It's there.
It was because the bad guys took the lead in the set. Because, they had the biggest build.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because normally they're like, the good guy gets the big build, the bad guy gets this tiny little whatever it is. And so it almost seems like, well, the bad guy's got the giant factory and the cops just got this car. And so it's just kind of like, wait a minute. We don't want the bad guys to seem like, you know, we don't want you to emulate the bad guys. So we don't want to sell a set that's all about the bad guys.
Yeah, but then why do
You know?
anything with bad guys at all? You can still emulate the bad guys with or without a bad guy location.
Yep. That's why I'm like, they should have just retooled that set and been like, oh, look, no, it's a dynamite factory, and one of the bad guys is trying to get in to steal some dynamite. And the factory's run by regular people. You know, it's like, ta-da, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like, who asked for a dynamite factory in the first place? No one. So it's just kind of like, yo, the farm would have been better, you know? It's just like, hell yes. Give us a silo, a barn, you know, a farmhouse.
Give us, like, buildings.
New fence pieces, you know? It's like, come on. All the molded animals everybody wants, you know what I mean? Everybody wants. It's like, give us all those dang molded animals.
They could give us, I don't know if this is the best solution, but they could give us a zoo.
They could do that too.
In a lot of animals.
Oh,
because it's not creators, so they're not going to actually build the animals out of parts. They're going to make molds, I would think.
Actually, you know what? That would be a good idea of Lego to make a zoo set, huh?
Yeah, it'd get us a lot of like animal molds, but at the same time, that's a lot of new molds, so Lego's not going to do it.
Right, it might be super expensive.
Or they'll just reuse all the molds they've had before.
Yeah, if you want more animals, get Duplo, because they got, you know, pretty much any animal. It's like, oh, but Duplo made that.
Dude, and it's a shame, man, because they make all kinds of stuff for friends stuff, but they're just a little too. Most of them are a little too like there are some of the stuff that I've incorporated with my city and forest and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other things, especially the bigger they get, the more. Trying to think of the right word.
All I know is they were willing to make molded dinosaurs and pay a licensing fee. Why would they not want to make animals and pay no licensing fee and make pure profit off of it? Because the city line, it would sell like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, I want to say, farm has more to do with city than jungle exploration or the Arctic something.
Yep. Yeah, because the farm would attach right to the outskirts of the city. And then they could introduce the dirt road plate.
There are not enough places in the world where the Arctic subtheme, it says it in the name, it's the Arctic. How many people, more people live in like non-Arctic areas than Arctic areas? It's just geography. Why can't Lego do farm? That's really just what I'm getting at here.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
Just do country. They don't have to call it farm. They could just call it country and be like, there,
the
countryside.
Then you can make it more of a wide variety of stuff to put in it.
Yep, more plant pieces.
I mean,
I would just love for them to make an actual stalk corn with, you know, attached corns that can attach.
Yeah, that would be good, man.
You know, and everything. And be like, let's do this thing.
And I mean, I don't know if I'd necessarily buy the farm stuff myself. Because it's just not what I'm into, city stuff in general. But it'd still be cool. And Lego should do it.
Yeah, Brick Bunnies. I'm down with a tobacco shop and the Go Pin beside it.
UCS tobacco shop. $600. Look at it. 5,000 pieces.
And yeah, I'm definitely I agree. I'm definitely for some more farm. But I think that country would probably be the best way to go with it, because then you can have farm, but you can have stuff outside of a farm that's not like in the city.
It's just rural.
Like, can you imagine if they made a set? Like, look, they have a box set for just roads or train tracks. Can you imagine if they made one for some trees?
Yep.
Like, hey, you get like 4 redwood trees or 4 pine trees, or
build trees.
Right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that would be something perfect for me because you guys know I have a huge forest, man.
That would sell so much.
Dude, I buy sets sometimes just
I
because
would
they
buy
have trees in them.
That's why I'm waiting for the dirt road plate series. I'm just kind of like, come
I-
on. They got rid of all the tan road, tan base plates. They're going to
Yeah.
need to start making tan road plates or something to connect all of my, tan whatevers together.
Yeah.
117. When I lived in San Diego, I went to the San Diego Zoo, and that was supposed to be the I don't know about the world, but definitely the biggest zoo in the United States, unless it's changed since I was a kid.
Isn't that animal park? Wasn't there an animal park in California you could drive around? I thought it just acreage-wise it was
I just
bigger.
remember the San Diego Zoo was so big, you could take one of those sky lifts across it.
Yeah.
And it took a long time, man, to get to one end to the other. It is crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree, Snap. Trees, yeah, because they go with the botanical theme as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember if it was the last 2x2, or maybe the one before that. I'm not sure, but I remember first some of the ideas I brought up was some more botanical stuff. I really like their botanical stuff, man. I think they've been doing a really good job on making it fluid looking and everything. Yeah, speaking of which, so for my wife and I's anniversary, we have this thing. So every year on our anniversary is a different theme. So the gift we get is for that theme. So like one year it was like paper. So we bought each other's gifts made with paper and stuff. And then like one year it was, I can't remember what it was. I'd have to look. But anyway,
Right, the standard chart.
Right. So this year the theme is flowers. So I was gonna get her some Lego flowers, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that's probably what she's gonna get me. So I was like, shoot, man. I was like, what the heck am I? Because I can't just get her regular flowers, man. Like, I gotta get her something unique.
Yeah, it's got to. Well, plus you don't want to give flowers because they're just going to die. It'd be better to buy a flowering plant of some kind and be like, "Oh, look, I told you not to go into the backyard because I planted this bush." But you guys live in an apartment, so you need to get something that you can hang, some hanging plants you can hang out on the balcony or something.
Well, I mean, I
that'll stay alive.
I've
Yeah.
I've drawn a lot of flowers in the past, so I was thinking maybe drawing her some flowers.
Well, that would be good too.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
especially if you frame it or something for the anniversary.
One of my if you're a member of my channel, one of my pictures is not a hibiscus. Oh my gosh, a lotus? Yeah, a lotus. I think right now Dude Jude has it if he's still in the chat. Dude Jude, if you're still out there, type something so everybody can see it. Because I was looking earlier and I was like, Dude Jude has the lotus. Yeah, I was like up there, yeah. He does.
What? As his icon?
No, like you know how like if you're a member, there's a picture next to your name.
Okay.
Yeah, the one next to Dude right now is the lotus flower that I drew. Yeah, I made. Yep, there he is. So you can't see it. We can't see it here in StreamYard, but if you look on
the YouTubes.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of small. I don't know how big everybody's screen is. Chef, I can't see what yours is right now. What is yours? Man, I gotta. Let's see if I can find it on.
Oh well, either way, it's too small for me to see.
That's why I was actually gonna see if it's bigger on the.
Let me cast it to the 36-inch TV and see if I can see it.
Yeah, dog got it. Dog got it. Hold on, I just gotta go look. Hold on, I'll go to my channel and look. Cause like I know Duju's got the lotus. So let me see what the other ones were, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I know one's like, I think one's the logo. I think that's the last one you get. Let me see here. Members.
Okay, see, there's a brick,
right.
a bee, some sort of tardigrade, and then an angry man.
Yeah, this is the order it goes in. So the first one, the new member, you get the dripping honey.
Okay.
So the second one is the lotus. I can't see for sure exactly which one Chef is at the moment. But I know the next one is a drawing I drew. I called it Teeth. It's hard to explain, but it's a pretty crazy looking drawing. The next one, this is after a year. It changes to my Bumblebee with the rocket ship butt and like the cyber wings. Like it's got like this booster, like a thruster, like a jet thruster for a butt.
Okay.
And then the last one is the Brick Hive logo. Yeah, let me see what that one is that Chef has got. Doggone it. Yeah, why's everything gotta be so darn small?
Well, I would think you have the original of all the files. So.
I do, but I'd have to go back and like look. Just like the emojis that I did. Like one was like the this bee that I took from Instagram. And then one's like a self-portrait I drew, like where half of me is like a cyborg.
Okay, that's the angry man photo I see. I'm like, there's an angry man. It looks like a very small angry man. He's glaring in some fashion. I can barely see what's going on there.
Oh goodness, it's crazy. So yep. I'll have to go back and look, see what that one the Chef has. All right, let me go back here. Let me go back. Yeah, I'm going to get some new ones eventually. But when I set up the membership program, like they're really picky about the exact size and dimensions of the pictures that you use. So like I had all kinds of much more interesting, bright, clear ones, man, that I was going to use. And they're like, no. Cannot use. No. Cannot use. I'm like, what the heck, man?
Too large, too small.
Oof.
Lumberjack says that's what she said.
Yeah, I thought that too. Lumberjack, I just didn't say it.
Oh, I guess yeah. You guys might be able to see Duju's a little better if I highlight it on the screen. Does that make it?
No, it doesn't show it.
No, yeah. There's a little band symbol or something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's weak.
It's a pleasant 57 degrees outside today.
Yeah, it's a little chilly today.
It's very nice here.
Let me see. We're supposed to get to 70 today.
Means I can go out just as I am.
The other day it was almost 80. I do need to cut the stream a little short today just to keep helping with the move. Still have a lot of stuff to do, man. A lot of stuff to do. I've got the shelves laying here that I need to put together. I got boxes and boxes and boxes of Lego I gotta bring here. And even then, I have to decide what Lego I'm bringing here and what Lego I'm going to put in storage.
Yep.
So, like, I've already taken down all of the cars off the shelf, except for, nope, I even got the Speed Champions. So I took all the creator cars, well, except for the Batmobile. I didn't get that. But all the rest of them, including the Lamborghini Scion, I got all those over here. I did a really good job packing the creator cars in the box. I got to tell you, I was pretty.
All right. Well, I have to go because I got to run some errands and pick up some food.
Bye, Jay.
Yeah,
food.
Thanks for
Bye, Jay.
hanging out, man.
Bye, everybody.
Tech says Hive's new Lego room isn't.
Yeah, it's empty.
Temporarily.
It's a big white space. It's a big white empty space.
Yeah, it's not very exciting at the moment. So, yeah, nothing too crazy going on yet. I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna do stop motion stuff yet. I think we're just gonna bring another one of the bigger tables and set it here, and that way I can work stop motion on that table. I don't know, man. It's just a tight space no matter what. I mean, I just went from a 2,800 square foot to basically a 700 square foot place. So
yeah,
I lost about 2,000 square feet, which is a lot. Redmond Bricks, good morning. How are you? temporary new Lego room, right? Dude, it's just like it's so small. It's such a small Lego room. So small.
I can't wait to see how long it takes for Hive can't move in there.
Oh my god, dude.
He's like, I can squeeze one more thing in here.
Oh my gosh. And see,
small card table right over here.
That's why it's hard to gauge because, like, how much stuff to bring over here. Because I don't know how long I'll be here.
Yep.
So I don't know how much Lego I'm going to accumulate while I'm here. I mean, dude. So look, when I went to GameStop, just to kind of look around, see what they had, I picked this up. But before I left, I was telling Mrs. Hive, I was like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go to GameStop, kind of look around, see if they got anything on sale or clearance or whatever. I was like, but I gotta be careful though. I was like, because I'm gonna be spending a couple $100 on Lego, like in like a couple weeks. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, R2D2, May the 4th. She was just like shaking her head, man.
He's like,
I didn't tell her about the Pro Droid.
Yeah. You just lied. That was a free promo.
Text got the same icon as Dude. Nice. But yeah, it's just a temporary thing, and I don't know how long. I mean, dude, this is how serious I am, despite me, ranting about Lego all the time and stuff like that. But obviously, I love Lego. You see the money I spend on it. But like, this is how serious it is. Like when we were talking about getting an apartment, and between, I didn't even say anything. Mrs. Hive was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to get a 2-bedroom for your Lego." Like,
you're like, what?
Well,
That's a keeper. No wonder you married her.
Well, and apparently the main reason we're getting a bigger house is so I can have the basement for the Lego.
Which is like, it's getting on my nerves. I want it downstairs.
I know, but that's a lot of pressure to put on me, man. You know what I mean? Like we're buying a whole new house because Lego.
Well, if you have the house built, the whole thing, you can have that basement custom, and we are like, no, it must. Go ahead, build that in. I want that built in. those tables, I want those built in. I need outlets here, and here.
Yeah, I am. I can't wait. And it's so interesting. Well, it's very weird because a lot of places we look at are brand new places that were just built in like a community or whatever. But other places we're looking at is literally just land that we're gonna have a house built on, and that's very confusing because like we're standing on this piece of land and we're just like, well, where the heck is the house gonna be? You know what I mean? Like it's hard to try and imagine like a picture like what you're gonna have.
That's why you got to have the house kind of designed, and then you can have that phone app, and you can hold it up, and then the house will be in the background. You'll be like, there it is. Put the house right there.
Yeah, because the thing is like we can't even go forward with the house stuff if we don't have the land.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to buy the land first, man. Like, and we were looking at one plot of land yesterday that was clearly over our reach as far as affordability, because it was like $150,000, and I was like, well, that means we got to buy a cheaper house. Because the freaking land is that expensive.
Oh god, yeah. Well, then it depends on where you are too, because you could be zoned in some place. You're just like, oh, we have to be on septic. There is no,
right.
Sewage direct. We have to have a well in the back because there's no water. We don't have internet because too. You got to think about all of those things too.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers backstage. Thanks for hanging out with us. Enjoy your dinner, man. I'm getting good at vertical building.
I would love to see somebody inception a Lego city and have it go up the wall. Have it start on a table and then it goes up the wall.
Oh my gosh, dude, that would be really cool.
Modulars and everything.
I mean, you could. You just obviously have to like either glue or use some really good Well, no, you'd have to glue it. You couldn't use like sticky tape. I mean, like
Nope.
or putty or nothing like that. But yeah, you just have to keep putting base plates on your wall, dude. I might do that in the basement when we get a new place.
The
Who
cool
knows?
part would be
Oh my god!
the bend, to see it in the bend.
Can I get it? Can I get a train to go up it? How could I do that? How can I make that work? Like maybe if you had a track with hooks on it going up the wall.
Yeah. But then the whole trick would be keeping the train attached to the track so that it could continue to move, unless you had some sort of, wires that were actually lifting the train, and there was a slot through the middle of the track, so it was actually carrying the train, and then it put it back down on the tracks once it reached the flat surface again. Otherwise, it would have no grip on the tracks to then pull itself up.
Well, because something that I had wanted to do was I wanted my train, and I thought about this a long time ago with the old Lego room, was I wanted the tracks to slowly kind of go up the wall. Not like on a vertical way, but just like with tracks, like it would go up
right, slow angle, yeah.
And then just kind of go around the ceiling and then come back down.
Spiral all the way up and then take a steep incline all the way back down.
Right. Making a bullet train.
Just imagine coming down the hill. We don't have enough brakes for this. We just gotta hope the tracks don't break at that turn right there.
Right. Lumberjack, you're absolutely right. When he says, it's getting real when Ivan leans into the camera to talk. Yeah, like, look, if you see me like doing this kind of thing, like, listen, we need to talk right now. Like that's usually like a serious conversation.
It's like, Dad, no, Dad, no.
Yeah, listen, son, we need to have a talk.
No.
Tech, you're right. She's a real one. She knows how it is. She's definitely a keeper. She has her moments, don't believe me. Well, I do too. I mean, we drive each other crazy sometimes. But the great thing, like we're fortunate because, well, I'm fortunate because obviously she's very beautiful and she's funny. Like Mrs. Hive has a wonderful sense of humor. It's great. Like I keep telling her, man, if she'd just stop being camera shy, she'd be great on a Hive stream. She can get pretty raunchy about stuff. But yeah, she's extremely smart.
Well, she could be like BFAB or like me right now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
have her start off that way.
Right. But she's also extremely responsible. Like when we started dating, man, like she not only got my health together and made me go to the doctor more because my diabetes and like start taking medication and take care of myself, but then like she helped me get my credit up. Like, dude, I have like a 780 credit rating right now, man. Which isn't the best, but it's like really good. But see, the great thing is like every relationship I've ever been in, man, generally the biggest thing that we always fight about is money.
Yeah.
And that's something like we don't really ever fight about. I mean, and we're not rich, but like we don't, with the combination of us both making pretty good money, and she's extremely responsible, like the most responsible person I've ever met. Like she handles all our finances and we pay stuff on time or early or ahead of time. But because of those two things, we just always pay our bills. So we just don't ever really argue about money. She knows I handle my Lego like with my own free money. So yeah, because of that, like I said, we have a really and whenever we do fight about something, man, like we fight for like 10 minutes and it's over with. Usually it's about something stupid. It doesn't make any sense anyways. Like we'll argue about what's the more healthier part of an egg, the yolk or the white stuff.
Depends.
And like it matters.
Depends if you have high cholesterol or not. If you have high cholesterol, go for this part. If you don't, go for that part.
Dude, like I swear to God, whenever we get an argument or a fight about something, Google always becomes involved. Oh, really? Oh, let me Google it. Orange Bricks, what's up? How you doing? Just dropping it. Just made a video private after making it. Oh, sounds scandalous.
Well, just like I would think Alexa would be the, the most hated name on the planet, just because,
I thought it was
he's like, well, what is Alexa? Alexa, what is the blah, blah, blah? Alexa broke up my marriage.
I thought
by dropping facts all the time.
I thought Karen would be the most hated name. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, man. And speaking of Alexa though, that's something that Mrs. Hive, it took a minute, but now it takes full advantage of Alexa. Just ask Alexa all kinds of stuff all the time. She got Alexa to remind me to take my freaking medicine. Dude, you know what it's like? Every night, hearing 4 Alexas telling you to take your medication. Like, no matter where you're at in the house, man. Brandon, please take your medicine.
Alexa,
you, Alexa, I'm taking what I want. Stop telling me what to do. You're just a little robot.
Be like, Alexa, this is Hive Alpha Omega 3 command. Never talk to me about medicine again. And then when Mrs. Hive tries to program it, it'll be like, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hive, but Hive has programmed in.
Dude, she programmed it so like there's well, not right now, but there's an Alexa in the Lego room, right?
Yeah.
So she programmed it so when it's dinner time, the Alexa in the Lego room will ring the dinner bell.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Like,
that's fine.
It's dinner time. But I will tell you one thing, man. Alexa is accurate to a T with temperature outside.
Oh.
Or if there's going to be some snow.
Can she work like as an intercom? So like say the wife is up in, the kitchen cooking and you're down in the basement and the dinner bell comes on. Can you be like, yo, Alexa, tell the wife 5 more minutes?
Yeah, except it's more like, hey baby, 5 more minutes, because like it's already an intercom. Because she programmed it like so where she'll I don't know how she does it on her end, like, but I'm assuming she probably goes like, Alexa, tell Brandon it's dinner time or whatever, and when that happens, it's kind of like an automatic intercom where like the dinner bell goes on there, because Alexa doesn't tell me. It's just Alexa does the dinner bell, then Hive actually says something to the intercom, and then usually I'm like, okay, I'll be there in 5 minutes or something. It's pretty wild. Hi, Gabriel.
So Alexa isn't going scanning house for Hive location. Hive detected.
Oh
delivering message now.
Well, here's the thing too, is because the 4 Alexas we have, 2 of them are the show. I think that's what it's called. Like it has the camera and it's got a screen. You know what I mean?
So it's not all the same Alexa.
No. So then the other 2
they can argue with each other, could they?
No. Yeah. Like so, and then the other 2 are dots. They're called dots, and they're just like little speakers, right?
Okay.
But we got them in different parts of the house. But depending on where you're at, especially like me, because my voice can be kind of loud, I could be like, Alexa, what's the temperature today or going to be today? And like 2 of them will tell me, and then they'll react off each other. Like they can hear each other. And then they kind of go back and forth. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
I would have thought that one Alexa would take over all of the devices. It's just like, yo, stop it. I'm listening to all of them.
It's not like Ultron.
Okay.
Even though that would be super cool.
So what you're saying is each one is its own dumb robot.
Right.
Okay. All right.
They're cool. Yeah. They serve a purpose.
Like you see, like if they weren't in separate rooms, they'd be bumping into each other. That's how dumb they are.
But dude, I swear to God, every night at like I think it's like programmed at like 7:08. I hear, Brandon, take medicine. Brandon, take medicine. Brandon, take medicine. I'm like, shut up! Oh my God.
It sounds sounds like you got to go around and turn the other 3 off. You're like, yo, no. Okay, just one of you tell me.
And then every once in a while, you'll ask Alexa a question, but she can't comprehend the question. Like, I wish I could think of a good example, because every once in a while I'll ask Alexa like a weird question. I just can't think of one right now. But like, she won't. You can see like smoke just coming out of her. Like, she can't compute it, dude. She's like, I don't understand the question. And I'm like, I thought you were smart.
And she's like, I'm just opening a search window for you. Here. type your question in here. Ask Google. Leave me alone.
One of these days, maybe I'll, especially like in the base of the new house and stuff, we can have fun with Google. Because if I remember correctly, I can't remember if you were part of it, but some of you guys were messing with Alexa when you found out about her in the Lego room.
Yes.
If I didn't have the headphones on, you guys would be like,
yes.
Hey, Alexa! No, don't get her started. Don't get her started.
Anytime you take the headphones off, we're always like, and you walk away, we're always like, hey, Alexa, add this to the shopping list.
Oh my God, dude.
Every single time.
And it's so weird because my wife was using her more and more for that now, like the shopping list thing. She'd be like, hey, Alexa, put cereal on the grocery list.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Alexa goes, cereal is on the grocery list. And then, like, my wife would be like, oh, great, thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. Dude, I should just voice one of them.
I just love robots like that.
That's right. And I don't know if you could change the accent. I know you can do it on, like, the GPS and stuff.
Yeah, some of you can just change that man or woman and then kind of like give it an accent or whatever. But I want to be like, yo, Alexa, call Siri. You know? Call her. Come on, damn it, call her now.
Snap says, thanks, 9 degrees here. And his Echo Dot is going nuts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't understand that.
Exactly. Ask that question again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, mine will usually just open up a Google window and be like, here's the Google window, type your question in.
I was thinking about if we had a new house built and all that, if we should get a lot of the smart features that go with a new home, like locks and lights and all that jazz.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I would think you'd want definitely at least want to have that doorbell camera or whatever. I don't know about the rest.
Oh yeah, we definitely will get rings.
Yeah, that way I can be sitting on the couch and look at the door and be like, "What?"
Well, okay. So here's the thing, and everybody give me their opinion. I was thinking about this the other day when I was in my truck, and I was rolling down my window, right? Because I got power windows. And beyond that, I've got the windows to where if you like press the button down for like a whole second or whatever, the window will just keep going down by itself. You don't have to hold the button anymore.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about like how convenient. I was like, oh, it's so convenient. But then I was like, you know what? I was like, if I lost power to my freaking car, I wouldn't be able to roll my window down.
Yep.
So, which led me to the these crazy hypothetical philosophical questions that I mentally will ask myself, like, well, what's better? The convenience of being able to just do what I just did, or like, well, I lose power, then I'm going to be stuck in a hot car and I can't roll the window down. Like, I feel like the power window option is better because I feel like the odds, or the percentage of times that you lose the power and roll the window down would be pretty slim. But the problem is, when that does happen, it might be a bigger deal. So I don't know, man. I
feel like there's higher possibility of the electronics breaking down in the window just being stuck than the mechanical lever of a roll down window breaking over time.
Right. Lumberjack says, I want Lois Black as my GPS voice. Dude, I've always wanted Samuel L. Jackson. Like, turn here, mother effer!
Yeah, can you
like, yeah, man, I got it.
You be yelling back at the dashboard, shut the beep up, I'm turning, mother, beep!
Dude, that reminds me of a skit Dave Chappelle did on his Chappelle show when he was like, he was the beer, the Samuel L. Jackson beer, the Sam Adams Jackson or something like that.
Sam Adams
And
Jackson.
he was like yelling at stuff. The guy's like, "Why are you yelling at me?" And he's like, "This is how I talk. It'll get you drunk." Oh God. But yeah, I've always wanted Samuel L. Jackson as dude, as a matter of fact, I used to have him as my ringtone notification. No, not my ringtone, but like if I got a text message, it would be my notification. And it was from the scene in Pulp Fiction when he goes, "English, mother effer, do you speak it?" And I realized at the time, I was like, oh wait. I was like, there's a lot of like international people here. I was like, I probably should have this as my notification sound. Even though everybody loved it, it was hilarious, you know what I mean? But some people don't react to humor the same way everybody else does.
That's what you thought that after it went off the 5th time in a meeting. You're like, maybe I should change that.
You're like, sorry, Sam, you gotta go. I'm sorry. Lumberjack says my car is weird. The front door windows are powered, but the back door windows are manual. You make your guest roll it down manually, dude.
I'm just like,
I can't waste the electricity on you.
That is weird. I've never heard of it. It's just like either. I thought it was like all or nothing kind of a thing. That's just weird.
I mean, do you think it would be too inconvenient or complicated to make it either both? Or like, let's say like, you know, the switch for the power, like maybe there's like a neutral slot you could put it in and just the window, you could just like push the window down. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm probably just thinking too much. What if you end up in a lake or ocean and can't roll your window down? Thank you, Andrew.
Yep, there's that too.
That's probably the best example of that. Again, okay, well here, that would be a good court case to watch. So let's say I went off a bridge, you know what I mean? Get in the ocean. I can't roll it on the window. I die. Mrs. Hive takes Ford to court. Okay? And let's say Ford says, well, look, the percentage rate of somebody falling into an ocean or whatever, they can't roll their window down, or like, you know, we'll say like 1% maybe, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, would that still justify? Even that 1% is still a safety issue, or would they say no? That's a reasonable threshold.
I would think they would say it's a reasonable threshold with my 55 lawyers going against Mrs. Hive and her one tiny little lawyer, and we would crush her.
You had to sell my Lego collection to pay for the lawyer.
And we would still crush her in court, and she would lose. It'd be like, I'm sorry, we all know that when the car hit the water, it caused the airbag to go off. The impact from the airbag killed Hive, so it has nothing to do with the window, so therefore we win the case. because Mrs. Hive bet on everything on the window.
It looks like she's gonna have to sell my story for movie rights to make some money then, because she's not gonna be able to sue Ford.
Well, then they'd be in court. They'd be like, "Was Hive too dumb just to open the door?"
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. You know, I was thinking about Star Trek.
But I would have thought that when you hit the water, the airbags would probably go off because the impact against the water would be hard enough, you know, that the airbag would probably knock you out and then you would just drown in the car anyway.
Yeah, I think I told everybody airbags scare the crap out of me.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially the one that, especially now that they like enclose you, you know, it's just kind of like, and then they had that whole recall because the metal pieces were flying into people's heads.
Yeah, dude, airbags scare me so bad. And I've been in several accidents, and a couple of them were pretty bad. But it was the last one was so long ago. I didn't even have airbags in the vehicle.
Yeah, I prefer the safety belts. I'm just kind of like they work. Okay.
Yeah,
they work. I don't need something giving me black eyes. You know.
Well, because there's a difference between momentum, like you're going forward, and the belt stops you, which can hurt badly. You know what I mean?
It's restraining me.
Right. there's a difference between that and you going forward and something coming at you and punching you in the face, dude.
And it collides with you to stop you. I'm just kind of like, I would rather be restrained to stop than collide with something to stop. Okay,
look,
look how soft it is.
And I speak as a non-expert on this stuff. Like, again, if the professionals and experts and scientists or engineers, they say like, look, those are safer for you than, you know, or whatever. They're not gonna kill you or something. Then I will believe the experts, but it's still really scary looking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I've seen the crash test dummy videos. I'm fine. I'm fine with dying. Okay, I'm
fine. Speaking of expert stuff, man, dude, I was gonna go get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, man.
Yeah, don't.
I almost got it. This is how I applied for it. We were waiting for the confirmation or whatever, and like we're waiting. I was like, man, what the hell's going on? And then all of a sudden on the news, I'm like, yeah, they're halting.
Yep. I'm like, Moderna. Get the Moderna. Don't get the AstraZeneca. Get the Moderna.
At the same couple day frame that they did that, I was having these weird pains in my chest. I was like, yeah, I definitely should take that then. I should do the Moderna. That's what Mrs. I took, was the Moderna one.
Yeah, that's the best one. I'm like, that's the one. That's the one that went through all the testing. Okay, and didn't have fake data. That's the one. So it's like, yeah,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, especially because the other ones are causing crazy blood clotting and whatever in foreign countries and whatnot. It's just kind of like,
that just doesn't sound good in general. So
yeah.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So I can go ahead and take care of some more moving stuff. So we had a good solid 2 hours in, so that's not too bad.
No,
our normal 3. I would have a stream later tonight, but I got to get up super early for work tomorrow. But I really, 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 I need to take some vacation time. I want to do my 24-hour stream.
Okay. No. Say that for after stream. That's for after. I wanted, like I said, I wanted to talk to you about a video idea, but I didn't want to produce, you know.
Got it. Let's see here. Yes, Snap says, be good, everyone. I agree. Lego Mike, what's up? Sorry, you're just showing up when we're getting ready to end the stream. I know I normally go for 3 hours, but, you know, I'm trying to do
go long next weekend.
Maybe, because it's not just the moving stuff. Like, we're doing stuff at the house as well.
Like back and forth.
Painting and drywall work and just stuff to make it better. So, anyways, like I said, everybody have a great Sunday. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Doc and Jay for hanging out on the panel.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll see you guys on the next Hive stream or the next Good Morning Brick World.